This is a teaching moment.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Nostalgia is a tricky thing. It colors our past in warm golden hues, smoothing over the rough edges while making us yearn for something we can never quite grasp again. Dordogne is a game that understands this feeling intimately, an interactive love letter to childhood summers, family bonds, and the bittersweet passage of time. At its heart, Dordogne is the story of Mimi, a woman returning to her late grandmother's house, sifting through old letters, childhood relics, and long-forgotten memories. The game masterfully weaves between past and present, allowing us to play as both adult Mimi and her younger self, experiencing those innocent yet formative moments alongside her. The relationship between Mimi and her grandmother Nora is the beating heart of this game, warm, believable, and beautifully written. However, for all its emotional weight, the story plays things a little too safe. It flirts with deeper themes but ultimately lands in familiar, almost Disney-like territory. The ending in particular begs for a bold twist, something to set it apart from the many films, books and games that tread similar ground. Instead, it opts for a comfortable resolution which, while heartwarming, feels like a missed opportunity. Calling Dordogne a game in the traditional sense might be a stretch. The gameplay is incredibly light. This is more of a playable painting than a puzzle-filled adventure. The few puzzles present fit naturally within the story, never feeling forced, but they require little effort to solve. That's not necessarily a flaw. The focus is clearly on storytelling and immersion rather than the challenge, but it does leave you wondering if the gameplay is more of an afterthought. And then there are the controls. While the game begs to be absorbed at a leisurely pace, the clunky movement with mouse and keyboard can make even the simplest interactions feel stiff. Playing with a controller might smooth things out, but the sense of disconnection remains. You're engaging with the story, but never quite inside it. If there's one reason to experience Dordogne, it's the visuals. The hand-painted watercolor landscapes are nothing short of breathtaking, capturing both the beauty of the French countryside and the hazy, dreamlike quality of nostalgia. The animation is fluid, natural, so much so that you occasionally forget you're playing a game and not watching an artist's brushstroke come to life. The soundtrack follows a similar philosophy, subtle, unobtrusive, and designed to blend rather than stand out. Surprisingly, instead of an orchestral score, which one might expect from a game with this aesthetic, Dordogne leans into soft synth tones. It's an unexpected choice, one that won't be to everyone's taste, but it never detracts from the experience. The voice acting too is well done, though it's a shame the game doesn't fully embrace it. Not every line is voiced, which can break the immersion at times. Dordogne is a slow, reflective experience, one that's less about playing and more about feeling. It excels in creating a world that is both visually stunning and emotionally resonant. But while its story is touching, it never quite dares to step beyond the expected. And while its puzzles make sense within the narrative, they serve more as interactive set dressing than meaningful challenges. For me, Dordogne is a 6 out of 10. Still, if you're in the mood for a game that tugs at your heartstrings rather than tests your reflexes, Dordogne is well worth your time. Just don't expect to be challenged, either by gameplay or by the story itself. Instead, expect to be moved, even if only in gentle ripples rather than crashing waves. Thanks for tuning in. If you like what I do, please consider liking and subscribing. I'm curious to learn what you think about the game in the comments. See you soon.